talk a little bit about that shift differential?
Page 18 is the shift differential, and I was provided with a contract from fiscal year 1999, that is effective July of 1998, and I took the top step hourly rate for a correctional officer in 1990, fiscal 99, that was $17.20. And the shift differential for the 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift, that's the night shift, was 90 cents. And that was 5.2% of the hourly wage. And the afternoon shift differential was $1, and that was 5.8% of the hourly wage. Now, the shift differential has not increased since that time. And today, the top step hourly rate is $25 per hour. The shift differential is still 90 cents. So the percent of salary has dropped to 3.6%. And the dollar percent of salary is 4%, which is exactly what the unions proposed.
And we'll get to that question in a second. Arguably, if these folks are able to continue making money and continue to have pay increases, but we leave shift differential at 90 cents on the dollar, what happens to that value?
Well, it's value erodes over time, as it has already done.
And based on your numbers here in 2011, if we compare it to what the proposal is, we're merely asking them for 2011 to stay where they're at, with $1 and 4%.
For the dollar level, yes.
Thank you. Your next slide, or your next exhibit here is probably causing some pulses to fly off the handle on the other side of the room here. Could you describe what your exhibit is and why you've set this out for us?
Yes. I wanted to look at trying to place the correctional officers in the pay system of Pennsylvania and see how they compare to other statewide employees. And the ones I chose to compare to is a state trooper. The state troopers are their job descriptions across the states are fairly comparable.
And there's actually not all that many instances for this kind of longevity-driven system. Aren't most of them between quarter points?
I think the majority, I think the majority are. The public safety ones are like this. The troopers are the biggest public safety unit, so it just seemed an obvious choice to look at. And this is the ratio of the correctional officer to the state trooper. I have the data that supports this behind here, but rather than make you wade through all of it, I have it there. You can look at it. It's on page 22. And then I've done a graph that shows what's happened. And again, this is the ratio of correctional officer to trooper. And that ratio has declined from July of 2003 every year until July of 2011.
Since we compared to other states, how do we compare then in ratios to the rest of our states?
Okay. I also compared state troopers in all the other states to the correctional officers in those same states, except for Ohio that does not have state troopers. And this data you will find on pages 23 and 24. So I have the 25-year, it's a 25-year. I don't know why it says 20. It shouldn't say 20 in the title, it just should say 20, I apologize, or 25. It's the ratio, no, I'm sorry, never mind. It is 20, 25. I've got the ratio of correctional officer to trooper in each state in the current contract, and it is, I'm sorry, and 20 and 25 year salary plus longevity. You can see in Massachusetts, Michigan, New Jersey, and set of bars from the right, and that also is higher. And New York, the only one that's lower than Pennsylvania, actually, a few years ago, rolled a lot of their extra benefits into their pay. They rolled their holiday pay and a lot of other benefits into their pay. And the amount rolled in for the troopers was substantially more than the amount rolled in for the correctional officers. And that created this low ratio that you see here. Years ago, that ratio wasn't this low in New York either. But it's just because of what they did with their pay system there.
So in looking at our data here, in each of these states with the exception of New York, the job duties of the CO are the same, correct?
Yes, substantially the same.
The job duties of the state troopers are substantially the same?
Yes.
And the way in which they're compensated is substantially the same across the board. In
I'm not
terms
sure I
of
understand.
what's actually valued in terms of the wages.
Oh, it's wages and longevity, salary and longevity for all of these.
And like many of your other slides, again, we fall below the median.
Yes.
I think it's the meeting we're talking about is just a ratio. You know, are they gonna track, in each state, are they tracking each other? And how are they tracking each other?
Yes. And in the other states, the correctional officers do better compared to state troopers than they do in Pennsylvania.
You've had, getting back here to the longevity, you've had an opportunity to review our contract language for longevity, correct?
Yes.
And as long as there's been a contract between the Commonwealth and the state, it has actually tracked at your 5th year you get 4%, at your 6th year you get 5%, right?
Yes.
From the data that you have, are the COs on that track?
No. Well, the new ones, the newly hired ones are, but not the old ones.
And the older COs are at least one step off of that track, correct?
Yes.
In addition to what we can only believe is Chinese arithmetic, yes. There's other COs out there who have multiple pay steps missing, correct?
At least there's some that have more than one missing. And there's just some that just don't seem to be in the right place for who knows what reason.
Is there an easy language that this arbitrator could tell these folks over here to fix this across the board?
The language would be that every correctional officer would be placed at a grade and step based on years of service.
Period.
Basically, go back to the way the contract was written prior to July 1, 2004.
Yes. There's a sentence in the contract that says, notwithstanding all of this, people aren't on this pay scale. I mean, it lines out what the pay scale is, and it says, but we're not on it. And then take that paragraph out.
Well, that's interesting, because that's what Arbitrator Caldwell did in the last Rangers arbitration. And I think one of the things that we talked about there was we had a situation where we could actually have somebody who was hired after somebody else, but we made them more.
Well, that happens here too.
Does it?
Yes.
How does that happen?
If someone's hired, once the pay freeze goes into effect, if someone's hired after, say you've got someone who's hired in May, before the pay freeze goes into effect. The pay freeze starts and you hire somebody in July. The pay freeze, the year comes around and the person who was hired in May is not going to get his or her step that year because of the pay freeze. Pay freeze ends June 30th, and that person who was hired in July now gets a pay step. And gets the pay step all the way around the year until that other person back the next spring then gets his or her paycheck. So
Are
it's
they
stuck.
always gonna, I mean, for a time, once,
No, they'll always be behind like that unless it's fixed. Well, they'll just, at half of the year, be behind someone who was hired later. That's the way that happens. It happens whenever you do a freeze like that. That happens.
Thank you, Dr.
Mr. Arbitrator, if we could take a few minutes just to look through the materials before we start crossing out.
We can, let's go off the record, and we'll be back here in All right, we're going to start up again, go back on the record. Brian, when you're ready, cross the line.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Doctor. Thank you for bearing with us. Doctor, if you could turn to page 1 of your PowerPoint presentation. Or 1 of your presentation, I guess. In the July 2003 numbers, you have the corrections officer 25-year salary plus longevity, then the CPI, then the real salary, and then blank. On July 1, 2003, this bargaining unit received a 4% pay increase. Does this table reflect that 4% pay increase on July 1, 2003?
No, because I started on July 2003 as the base period.
So what would numbers look like if you included the 4% increase?
Well, then you would use the July 2002 number, which would be 4% less than 44 or 45. And then you have whatever the CPI was in July 2002, and whatever the real salary was then, and then you have 4% there.
I'm confused then, however, because if you didn't include your July 2003 line, July 2003, and then you went to July 2004, your corrections off the salary plus longevity is the same.
Yes, there was no increase that year.
Well, where does the 4% increase go?
It was.
The 4% increase was July 1, 2003.
That's right, so that would be the increase for the year July of 02 to July of 03, and that year isn't on the table. That year would be, I could add another line, and then that would be there.
Now, if you turn to page 15, you gave a bunch of charts, but I'll use the.
Brian, before you leave that, can I ask a question? I'm confused. Page 12 of your report. And this has nothing to do with CPIs or anything like that. Do you see FY 2004?
Yes.
You show Pennsylvania 0%. Now, FY 2004 would be July 1, 3 to June 34. Right? I'm right about that, right?
That's what that would be, but I'm thinking that that's not what this is. Let's see. I'd have to go back and check that.
Okay.
It's possible that should be.
That's where I got confused.
Okay.
Sorry, Brian.
It's okay. If you turn to page 15, the comparison of correction officer salary and longevity over 25 years of service.
15?
Page 15,
Okay.
FY 2011.
Yes.
Isn't it true that in Illinois they have a